afternoon, Cochrane. I am Samantha from urbancasual.ca, Cochrane's event website, and I'm here to talk about all the fun things that we have coming up this weekend in Cochrane, plus what you need to know to get in on the fun for some ticketed events that are coming up over the next few weeks. If you're watching today from Facebook or Instagram, hit us with a thumbs up in that comment section. Let us know that you're watching. And if you have any questions during today's show, please feel free to just drop them into that comments, and I will aim to run back to them at the end and hopefully answer them. Yeah. All right, it looks like the streams are stable and all going. So welcome, everyone. Today is Thursday, September 4th, and we are officially back to school in Cochrane. So if you've got some little kids, they've been heading off to school this week. If you have some big kids, they're at home doing online school again because one of those high schools is under construction and wasn't quite ready for the kids to go back. So some of us have broached that online learning territory once again. Now, last weekend in Cochrane was super crazy busy. So if you were here over the Labor Day weekend, there was so much fun and the weather was just awesome. And a lot of the events were free, aside from the rodeo. So hit us with a thumbs up. Let us know what you did last weekend if you were in Cochrane and what was your favorite thing. We had the Cochrane Lions Rodeo on the go the whole weekend, as well as Discovery Days by Explore Cochrane. They also announced the winner of their Ultimate Explorer contest, so you'll have to go over to their website to find out who was the winner for that. On Labor Day, there was not only a really awesome parade that was like 45 minutes to an hour long. It was pretty long this year. And then in the afternoon, there was the House of Cars, Urban Casual, and Cruise Cochrane, Cochrane Altitude, FMX, and Auto Show. That was on all afternoon, and it was a really, really, really great day down at House of Cars. So yeah, let us know in the comments what you loved about last weekend, if you were here exploring and doing all the things. Yeah, it was a fabulous weekend. So kudos to all who organized it. I know those things take a lot of work, but thank you. It was a lot of fun. All right, now one thing that I'm going to get on your radar so that you can grab tickets to it and you don't miss out is this event coming up October 3rd. Nashville comes to the Cochrane Lions Club Friday, October 3rd. There are going to be various Nashville songwriters and food and drinks and some really fun things going on that night. So grab your tickets for that right away. The Lions Center, this is a very popular event, so I do expect it to sell out. So go grab those tickets right away. Now, also, we have another event coming up in October that I want to make you aware of, only because they currently have 2-for-1 tickets on their website. This, of course, is the Taste of Cochrane, back for another year, Saturday, October 18th, 2025. This event will happen from 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. and take place at the various restaurants around Cochrane. So like I said, they currently have a 2-for-1 ticket sale up on their website. It's 15 or 16 bucks to go around and taste all of the samples and nibbles at the various restaurants. It's a really great deal and a great way to try some restaurants that you haven't been to yet. But those tickets, it's a limited 2-for-1 sale, so go grab the tickets for that right away. Now, the details for that are up on our website, so just head over to urbancasual.ca for all the latest. All right, we're just going to take a quick break before we get into this weekend's events, and we'll be back in just a moment. All right, Cochrane, welcome back to our weekly Cochrane events update, where we tell you about what's going on in Cochrane this weekend. Now, we are just going to touch on the highlights of the calendar because that calendar is always pretty busy. Now, it is a little slower because it's not summer, but it doesn't mean that all the fun is over yet. So, heading into Friday, September 5th, into the first weekend of September, we have a vintage market happening up at the AG grounds. This, of course, is your Prairie Girls Vintage Market, all things prairie, vintage, and handmade. Now, this is a 2-day event located at your Cochrane AG Society Barn. That's just near that old roundabout that we have just recently lost, and it's up there 1A. But September 5th and 6th, so Friday evening, there's the vintage market, as well as it's back again for day 2 on Saturday. Very popular market, and there's always some really fun treasures there to be had. So if you love all things vintage, awesome market. All right. Also, it's Cochrane Culture Days this weekend. Now, if you are new to Alberta, the month of September is Alberta Culture Days. So that's where the folks of Alberta, we celebrate all of our different cultures throughout the month of September. And on this weekend, there's plenty of culture happening around town. So let's bring up the Culture Days because they kick off on, let me see here. Oh wait, actually Saturday. So let me go back to Friday here. I'm not completely done. There were a few things on Friday night other than that Prairie Girls Market to note. Of course, your Legion Barbecue is 4:30 to 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. The Shire has traditional Irish music on the first Friday of the month. And we also have a Final Touch Art Studio paint night coming up called Evening Light Dance, starting at 7 on Friday. All right, now we're into Saturday, September 6th. So we've got some of those Cochrane farmers markets are still happening. They run weekly from 9 a.m. until 2. And this weekend at the farmers market, you can actually celebrate some of the Culture Days events. So let's bring up Saturday, September 6th here. At your Cochrane Farmers Market, you can see various performances by a Taekwondo group, the Drowsy Maggies, Circles of Rhythm, as well as your mini Tini dancers. Plus, there will be face painting on site at that farmers market, so don't miss out on that. And we have a very special event in the evening of Culture Days. Now, you might have been driving up to Sunset or up North Highway 22 from Highway 1A, and you may have noticed that the Town of Cochrane trucks have been up at that Menavision, and they've been doing a few things. Now, they're getting prepared for Saturday night, where we are going to have a rededication of our famous Menavision statue. If you are new to town and you maybe didn't know, last year that Menavision statue had some vandalism occur to it. So the town of Cochrane has completed the repairs, and we will be rededicating things up at that site on Saturday night at 5 p.m. and everybody is welcome to enjoy that. Full details are on urbancasual.ca. All right. Also, we have the day 2 of the Prairie Girls Vintage Market. It runs from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. at your AG grounds. And this event celebrates more culture in Cochrane. Now, they've changed location this year. The last few years, they've been at the Lions Events Center. And frankly, it's a big event, huge. And they need more space. So this year, you can find them at the Spray Lakes Sawmill Family Rec Center. And your Culture Fest looks like this. That's what it looks like on the website. So here you are going to experience Cochrane's rich cultural diversity at this free family event during Alberta Culture Days. Now, it runs from 1 p.m. until 4:30 p.m. Totally free. You'll want to come for the nibbles. There's always some really awesome taste from around the world. There is dancing, there is singing, there is so much going on. So great event happening on Saturday afternoon, also free, but get yourself out to the SLS Center for that Culture Fest, brought to you by the Newcomers Cochrane Group. All right. And on Saturday night, you can also catch Alex Ward live at the Rocky View Brewing Tap Room, starting around 6 p.m. Now, on Sunday, September 7th, it's kind of a mix of fall and some really great summer events that happened. We're still running some weekly markets out at the Bears Paw Lions Center, that is from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. We also have a market that happens out at Bragg Creek from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. And we round off the markets with the Cremona Market from 11 a.m. until 4. Now, those are all summer markets. They are winding down. So if you haven't had a chance to get to any of them, you'll want to hit one of them soon. We also have a show and shine in the land this weekend. Now, this is part of your day 2 culture days. So the first day happens out at the farmers market, but let's just pull up day 2 and see what they've got on the go. So for the second day of your Cochrane Culture Days, you're going to take in 3 different locations around town. Centennial Plaza in historic downtown from 11 a.m. till 5 p.m. is going to feature some local bands and music. The West Wind Summer Jazz, Cochrane Pipe Band. Oh my goodness, I got lots of spaces in there. 6x6 Mountain Mardi Gras Hot Jazz, Melodic Mix, and the Hippocratic Oath Band, plus more face painting. So if you hit up everything by that chicken lady on Sunday, lots of entertainment happening at the same time as this next upcoming event. The green space over at the station will be having a teepee raising for anybody who is interested in learning more about that, as well as if you head over to the Wazin Ichinabi Tea House of Oneness on First Street. They will be hosting an Indigenous market. So lots of fun things going on for day 2 of Culture Days in historic downtown. All of it is free once again. Now, the thing that is also happening on day 2 of Culture Days in historic downtown is this popular Cochrane event. Your Fall Colors Show and Shine. This event runs from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. If you are a car that will be showing up for this event, registration is $20 and opens at 8 a.m. The street will be ready to go for anybody who wants to go down and see those cars, starting at 10 a.m. Food trucks will be there, plus entertainment, and that is brought to you by your Cochrane Classic Car Club. So lots of fun in historic downtown. Everybody give a little fingers crossed that the weather will be awesome this weekend, because all of these events are tons of fun. If you are a budding photographer, the car show is just great to take photos of. Those mini teeny dancers are also pretty amazing to take pictures of. The Cochrane Pipe Band is always a hoot, and they'll be at Centennial Plaza on Sunday. So check out those itineraries on urbancasual.ca for the complete fun happening this weekend. Now, to round out the events on Saturday, I have a preseason game up my sleeve with your Cochrane Generals. All right, now you take in the fun on September 7th versus the Mountain View Colts. This will be at the SLS Center in Totem 1 for preseason game number 1, and that is at 5 p.m. Now, you'll notice that the Cochrane Generals also have their second home preseason game happening on September 11th, and that'll be against the Airdrie Thunder. So get those ones on your calendar. Plus, their home opener is Saturday, September 27th and it is going to be a super fun hockey game. There's going to be a player's intro at the beginning. The puck drop is 7:15, so it's not too late for your littles to come to the game. There will be a pre-game tailgate barbecue starting at 5, so make sure you bring your barbecues and all the fixings to the SLS Center. Now, the game, of course, is at Totem One. That includes the On the Rocks bar that is in the hockey arena as well as beside of it. And there will be some more fun things happening from the Cochrane Area Humane Society as well. So make sure you get those games marked on your calendar. Cochrane General is a pretty great team, and it's great to give them some support. Tickets are a really great price, and your kids will love it. So bring them out to those games. Now stay tuned over the next little bit too, because those generals are going to drop me a bunch of free tickets so that you can head to the game on the 27th. So watch for that giveaway coming up. All right, Cochrane, that is it for this week's events. Let me just recap those two things from the start that I wanted you to go run and get tickets on for right now. The first one is October 3rd, happening at the Lions Center. Then Nashville comes to the Cochrane Lions Club on the October 3rd, featuring Nashville songwriters, plus some more really fun things up their sleeve. Tickets for that are on sale. Get them before they're gone. And the Taste of Cochrane is coming October 18th. It'll be a fun day of eating around Cochrane. But the reason I'm bringing it up now is because the tickets are 2 for 1. So for 15, 16 bucks, two of you can head around town for the day and try a whole bunch of local food. Great price, doesn't get cheaper than that, and you'll want to do it. It's one of my favorite eating events of the year. All right, Cochrane, lots of fun happening around town this weekend. I hope to see everybody out at those Culture Days, Culture Fest, and the hockey games, celebrating all the wonderful things in Cochrane and our awesome events. I hope everyone has a great day, and I look forward to seeing you this weekend around town. Talk to you later, Cochrane. Bye for now.